So I was going to start it. Say something. Right?
Is this where we're going to start it off?
Why not? Why not start? So after last time, we want to do the test shot, right? Of shot. You guys liked it. We all liked it. You just did a little sip of it.
Yes.
But we've decided to make it a tradition, as we said. We're going to start every episode.
So this has been...
this has been F'nAround.
F'nAround.
And thanks to Shot Beverage, who we like so much, we reached out and tagged them. They have willingly said they will start sending us packages of their product to start every episode with. So going forward, we start every episode with Little Joe's and Shot Beverage because we're effing around.
All right.
So either way, it's a shot.
It's a shot.
So
cheers for
cheers.
Shot Beverage, Little Joe's, and
cheers. We don't actually have to hit anything.
We don't have
You don't
to
have to
hit
hit.
anything.
You don't have to hit.
All right, my bad.
These are little.
Going forward, all
Let's
assholes,
go.
no excuses.
There we go.
What did I tell you?
That's super tasty. And
Oh, shit.
I knew it would be by the texture and the way it looked. I felt it.
It's good.
So
Yeah.
it is funny when I told them that, and I sent it to them, and I reached out, and we tagged
So
them.
good.
Their response was, "I'm so glad you liked it, but you're supposed to do it diluted with seltzer water because they don't want it in trend to drink straight syrup." So we are telling everyone, do not drink it like we do. Please drink it with the soda water mixed down, which
way
I still
he's
do,
doing it.
and I will drink it that way. But to start the episode, I'd like to do a shot with my co-host and our guests.
A shot with shot.
Yep.
So I think that's a great
Either
way to
way,
start it.
everybody
That is a
did
good way.
a shot. Get it?
Yep, shot.
Shot.
Now, can you buy this in the store now?
So it's online. We saw you can
Right,
buy it
right.
online.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're working on getting it in more location for distribution. I know that, but it's actually delicious. I love it. And
Yeah.
Where'd
When
you
we get-
find it?
Little Joe's found it for us because they were trying to find us a alternative for me because I can't drink the Little Joe's.
No, it's not sold in the U.S. Yet, right?
So
it's
it's-
just shipped out there.
I believe that they have distribution here because they're selling
Right.
it online. And according to the tracking for what they sent us, it's coming from Texas. So they do have distribution, but I believe it's mainly online right now.
Oh, that's awesome. What's the website?
Shot
I think it was shotbeverage.com.
Shotbeverage.com?
Yeah, it's
So it's like shot with two T's, right?
2 T's with shot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's made in New
T's with
Zealand
shot.
from local and imported ingredients.
Yeah.
It's absolutely delicious.
I'm 100% going to get a bottle of that.
No, it's so good, right?
It is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like an energy drink, but it's absolutely delicious.
And they're sending
this
us
is-
some accessories to go with it. We're gonna
You
set
get a
up
pump with it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's gonna be
Yeah.
a nice little setup here.
We're gonna
So
do a little professional bit of a setup, and I bet the pumps are measured to where you get one serving of syrup per pump. We'll do some actual recipes that they have created on their website.
And
I mean,
little-
they've got like 20 something flavors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And
there's
Little
one-
Joe's
Yeah.
is going to have us in when it arrives, so because they have more than just vodka, they have other products as well, and they're going to show us some mixed combos of different opportunities for not only mocktails but some actual cocktails to drink
Yeah.
with it on an
This
episode.
Holy
is,
smokes.
This has also been,
Yeah.
I think, the only time that me and Joe have agreed that we got a buzz from the energy drink.
Yeah.
Like it actually felt like it hit us.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, it
I
was
drink
a lot of
energy
good
drinks
energy
all the
drink,
time. I go through it more than anyone
Yeah.
else on the planet. I'll do an 8-shot espresso drink over ice. This, I could feel better than any of that stuff.
You're right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a warning.
And this isn't.
Yeah.
We're not just saying this either, just because of the. We're getting sponsored from them.
And
or
it's
anything
not
like
even
that.
a warning. Hold on. Let me see the bottle. It wasn't even a warning, but I mean,
And here's the thing:
I'll
the
call it a
serving's only
warning.
40 milligrams of caffeine, so it's just, doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
It says contains caffeine. Product not recommended for children, pregnant, or lactating women,
Mo, sorry.
or caffeine-sensitive individuals. So, I mean,
It's good stuff.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes me.
Good
You guys,
stuff.
you guys ever watch The Simpsons when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the episode where Bart and Milhouse, they find a 20? They go into the Quickie Mart,
No. Yep.
and he goes, Pooh, my man, I want an all syrup squishy. Right? And Pooh's like, oh, that's never been done before. He drops the 20 on the table and goes, make it happen. Right? The thing almost explodes, and I think Apu is even like, if you survive, come again. Like one of those things. They go out on the curb. They can't even get the thing through the straw. Yeah, I think Millhouse even inhales the act like the straw gets stuck in his back of his throat or something, and then they just start housing the thing straight. And you just see their eyes dilate, and it was just like a scene out of a movie where like everybody where they're just like they're just toast.
Oh yeah. And on that note,
I mean, we already started it, but we skipped the introduction.
that's why I said on that note.
So back to that note. This is Mo, Mike, and Joe.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
I'm Mo. Welcome everybody to F'nAround.
And
you know, I'm not gonna lie, I did forget your name. Awful. I do it all the time. I always fuck it up. Every time.
and he was doing so well. That was the first
It's
time
a
he did not.
self-fulfilling prophecy now,
It is.
man.
No, it is.
You know,
Pretty much is.
Yeah.
They've been yelling at me about it every time. And I never, you know, it just every single time I forget something.
I want to say last week he actually did it right,
Yeah.
and we didn't give him any shit
Did I
whatsoever.
do it last
Yeah.
week, right?
I think you did.
I think
I
I
think
did.
you
I think
did.
that
It was
was
the shot.
the only one. It was the shot,
Yeah.
but then the shot failed me this time. I don't know.
Shot didn't fail you.
I failed the
you,
shot.
You
I failed the
it.
shot.
you failed the shot.
the shot, man.
All right.
All right.
I think three
So
out
somebody
of
else
four.
take it from me.
This is Ted.
Ted.
Yes.
Awful with names. You know what? I apologize about that. I'm really bad with names, though.
And,
I don't remember shit with names.
and Ted has joined us today because
Yeah.
this week we went to the Flower Expo.
Yes.
And Ted was actually a speaker at the Flower Expo.
Yes, he was.
So as we said, we are going to not only discuss our feelings there, what we thought about, go through our swag, and kind of talk to Ted. But Mike, why don't you tell Ted what we did at the Flower Expo?
Oh yeah. So Ted, we went around and asked everybody, or mostly everybody. You know, as I'm sure you can attest to too, it got a little hazy there. About you get about halfway through that thing and do your second lap, and I don't know how many waffles and lemonade you had from those baked Crocker ladies, but you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
Yes.
So what we went around asking people was, what was your aha moment? That moment in your, I guess, your life, whatever at point in your life, where you were like, weed, this is the thing. I want to do this. Not just like, I like that, I like to smoke it or use it or whatever, but I want to pursue a career in something like this. So.
Yeah. I think that I always kind of felt a connection with this plant. And I think, part of the reason is that it helped me get through a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Hip surgery, they gave me opiates afterwards. I forgot which one it was. I think it was hydrocodone.
Mm-hmm.
And I took one day, and I felt like I had taken like a narcotic. I was just out of it, and I went straight to weed after that.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
So I did have, I think, a similar situation. I had pancreatitis right when just before I turned 21, and they had given me something literally on the way out the door of the hospital. Right, they had given me a pill, and what I asked my parents later, it was called Dilaudid.
Oh yes.
Right, and it was something I had been on when I was actually in the hospital, but they gave me a pill form, pretty much walking out the door. Like, here's something that help you until you get your prescription painkillers or whatever, right? So I left with my parents, and I was feeling okay. And then, parents are pretty religious. They wanted to go to church, so I went to church with them. And man, I suddenly I was sweating bullets. I felt like I could barely move. Like, I wasn't in pain, but I felt like a zombie almost, right? And I'm wondering, is that like that? Was that I want to say there's like a level, right? There's like whatever it is. And then when you hit that level, it's like, this is no longer a painkiller. This is not a whole nother, ball game here.
Yeah. Yeah. A friend of mine said that they're shooting fish in a barrel that works in the medical industry. And, so obviously that's not, a painkiller. What it's doing is just, it's doing something, it's deadening parts of your brain.
Right.
It's doing you're having vasoconstriction. you know, and it's affecting your blood flow, all kinds of stuff. Okay, and that's why the pharmaceutical industry wanted to kind of stop weed for so long, you know, because it replaces a lot of their drugs and it just does it better.
Right.
You know, so I mean, we're seeing that right now, you know, so, yep.
Yeah, man, I gotta say, you know, they had me after the hospital. I was leapfrogging. I was on Percocet and Vicodin, and it was like, I couldn't take one in a row, right? So I would take a Percocet, and then like 4 to 6 hours later, I would take a Vicodin, and 4 to 6 hours later, it was a Percocet, and I would just leapfrog these things. And I was so scared of getting addicted because the pain of the pancreatitis was so intense. I also didn't want to give it time to like flare back up and like, you know, like knock me back down. So I was just, you know, for I want to say 2-3 weeks after I got out of the hospital, I was pretty much 24/7 shit-faced on these what do we call them? Opioids, right? On these opioids, right? And you know, I was told I couldn't drink, you know, anymore for like a year, and I was like, well, you know, maybe it's time for me to start giving weed more of a like, just a, oh hey, somebody's got a joint or something, or you're going to the movies and somebody wants to pass something beforehand. You know, it became my like, okay, everybody's drinking or they're gonna do shots, I'm gonna do a hit.
Yeah.
Right, and that kind of became, I guess, I could almost call it a crutch. At least for that, and then I just kind of noticed that it really just kind of like on a mental health level really leveled me out. You know, where, you know, I've taken antidepressants before, and those things, they almost like you're not even there. You know, where I might be a little high, but you know, I want to do stuff still.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does, but I do need to put in just in case. This isn't medical advice either, right?
No.
Just so everybody can know, this isn't
Shut the
medical
fuck up,
advice.
Mo. We're here fucking
Based on experiences right here.
We're
right?
trying to fuck around, Mo.
I know. But we gotta say that a little bit, you know?
Mo, are you saying you would prescribe to someone opioids over cannabis?
No, that's not what I
Then shut your fucking mouth.
That's not at all what I said. I'm just saying, none of us are doctors, so, you know, it's some situation could happen.
So we got the point. What was your favorite part about the Flower Expo?
Flower Expo.
I just had to say that.
Yeah, let's get back on track. He's
Flower
good for
Expo
some
was,
things.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah.
You know, that was, I have to say that that was probably one of the best ones I went to. It was, the crowd was amazing. A lot of industry folks, you know. I thought it was also great for the vendors. Fantastic for the vendors. They had people trying their products, and you know, quite honestly, you know, there's a sleep product that I tried at one of those events before, and I have not stopped using that product since. So trying that product at that event, you know, made that like a go-to product for me to help me to sleep, and that I still use to this day. Oh, wow. So if all of those types of customers are being created at an event like that, you know, or, you know, even a few, you know, then that's a big deal.
Can I ask what product that is? I mean, we don't care about plug-in stuff here. What was your personal product that started with you for the sleep product?
It was OG's. It was OG's.
They have OG's.
Yes.
Sure we
So I think that's a perfect segue then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because what we like to do after we go to an event or we go somewhere or we talk to people, we do a road trip to Michigan and we hit up, you know, Dispensary Row.
Yes.
We do a what swag is in our bag.
Yep.
So on today's episode of What Swag is in Our Bag, Mike is going to unbag the swag.
Right. So we wanted to make it so that it was a little less chaotic. So I did pull out some stuff initially.
Wait, hold on. Before we go, did you want to set up the second camera?
That's right.
So we're going to get a close-up for everyone. So we'll run a second camera and we'll do a picture-in-picture. So we know we had some issues in the past throwing the stuff around, putting it in front of the camera.
Yeah, that was it.
So for today's episode, we're going to swag the bag with Mike.
Now, have you had a lot of sleeping issues until like I get this set up completely, like throughout your life?
You know, I'm really busy actually, and I think that and I also work nights, so I think it just kind of throws my sleep off. you know, and your circadian rhythm, or you know, whatever it is, how it goes. So these really put me back on track, you know. And I also feel like I wake up like refreshed,
Like
you
you
know,
actually
with it.
slept.
Yeah, like I actually slept, you know.
You wanna start
And you
off with
still
the
feel it when you get up a little bit, and that's really cool, you know. So
I will say years and years ago, I think it was like
Let's start off with the
2018,
sleeping part.
when I realized
Yeah,
that
first.
the edibles work
And
for
then we'll go
sleeping.
to that
I don't use, as we know, I
Yes.
use, but in 2018, I started getting gout flare-ups. And since I got healthy, I don't get them anymore. But if you ever know someone with gout, it gets so bad where you can't even put a sheet on your foot. It's super
wow,
painful.
yeah.
So I found out if I ate an edible before I went to bed, I could go to sleep with a sheet and a blanket on my foot, and I didn't feel a thing until I woke up in the middle of the night when the edible wore off and I'm screaming. But I was actually able to go to sleep with a gout flare-up if I took edibles.
Really? Damn.
And
that's
anyone-
fantastic. And you know what? There's sleep is such an essential part of your overall health. You know, your
Right.
health will start to deteriorate if you're not getting proper sleep. You know, so that's huge. That's huge.
All right.
So now
So
we hand it to Mike, and if you have input on any of these products, or you want to test Mike with some products or play around, feel free to let us know.
yeah, we'll open anything you want.
Anything you want to try, you say the word.
All right, so he was talking about OGs, and when we spoke to OGs and asked them if they wanted anything spotlight-litten on our post-expo show, they handed us these. These are OGs gummies. They're mellow indica. Orange cream and blackberry, as well as peaches and cream. So I'm gonna pass this over to Teddy and see if he wants to take
Look
it.
up
Oh,
at the camera real quick
all right.
first.
how's that on? How's it look?
Way better than before. I
Yeah,
can say
see?
that for sure. Yeah.
That sounds throwing it around, bouncing the camera. I'm like, let's try something different this time, boys.
Yeah, you couldn't really see any of the stuff that we pulled out before.
It'll be a nice little picture in picture.
Right.
And it'll be funny because
Does
we'll
it
watch
again.
Mo on this camera staring with the camera.
Right.
Yeah, these these creams really take a little bit of a special process to make too. These are really, really good. It's a little bit different from a regular gummy, and they taste awesome.
Did you want to have one?
You know what? I'm good right now.
Right,
For a
just
second.
put
Just set it
the
down
ones
there. Yeah,
after we pass it, just toss it
Yeah,
on the
just throw it
table.
right there.
That way it doesn't get
Throwing around.
seen again. All right.
Swag in the bag.
Just keep going. I pulled out all the little guys. These were a bunch of
Papers.
papers that we had from OCB. Tips included. I don't know if you want to see these, Teddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want to pass those over to him?
Gonna open any and
Yes.
show them.
He was hazy enough to not really probably remember seeing
Yeah.
these the other
There
day.
you go.
It's always nice
Yeah,
to see it again.
What and what do you think about those papers compared to like other papers too? Like, have you ever used those?
You know what? I haven't tried these specifically, but I do know that like some of these really like natural brands are fantastic, and I think that's kind that might be what these are. With the bamboo, so for sure.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Let's see. We
Those are made
also.
with bamboo, you said?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Oh yeah.
It's not where you're from, buddy.
No shit.
So we also talked to. I think this company was called Z's. These are slow burning, vegan, ultra thin. Oh, we don't want to wrap that on something else, huh? Pre-rolled cones. They look cool. We'll show Mo the.
So always handing that over. I saw. Did you send me the vegan joke the other day on Instagram? Was that you?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I
it
was
me.
dying about that.
Yes.
It was Mike showed me an Instagram joke that said, "This is how you can prove peer pressure is not real." Right? It says, "I met a lot of drug addicts in my life, and they gave me drugs."
Start with
and
alcohol.
I met a lot of alcoholics, and they gave me alcohol, and I love alcohol. I met a lot of drug addicts in my life, and they gave me drug, and I love drugs. I've met a lot of vegans in my life. Not once have I become vegan. Peer pressure is fake.
Right. And he's like, there is nothing more satisfying than ordering a big juicy steak in front of a table full of vegans. He goes, so there you go. There goes peer pressure for you.
What about these? Is anything like?
See
Any
some
comments
cool
about those
stuff on
ones?
here.
Something on purpose for this episode.
It says supporting artists, which is very cool.
Videos?
Right, so those guys did all their own artwork. So that was part of the
awesome.
thing was they put their independent artist work on the packaging and everything. They had some pretty cool ones that once I got around to the other end of the box, they were all empty. So I was like, oh, I guess we missed these guys.
But it was nice to showcase at least one of them.
Oh yeah, no, we were still able to see like some of the artwork that was on the display box, but the samples.
Yep.
This was the only sample we could get from them, but it was, they were highly sought after at the expo, definitely.
That's really cool. The sloth with the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one. I think it was like it was almost like the leg from Christmas Story.
Right.
It was like legs, thong, and then I think it had like something else, and I was like, oh, that's a cool one. So we got some stuff that was not even THC or anything included. We had from Savvy, we had these little mints. I think Joe, you opened these up the other day, didn't you?
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Yep. There was a lot of smoke and things going on in there, and it was nice to actually get something to suck on that wasn't full of weed.
I thought he was going somewhere else.
I know you were. But I wanted something to drink, but everything was infused there as well.
Yeah, everything was infused over there.
I don't really remember. How do you say this name, Joe? How would you call them? Oh, it's actually written better on the back.
F'nAround, Kick the Itch Lotion.
Okay, so they gave us some anti-itch, like...
They knew you when they saw you. They saw you and they said, this man needs anti-itch.
help alleviate common complaints about itchy, red, or dry skin.
Cool. Oh, I thought it was that other itch you've been complaining about.
No.
So we still got to find a cure for that one.
Yeah, doctors are still working around the clock on that one. Top men. Okay, the top men are working
sugar-free
on
on these.
Yeah, feel free to
That's
open
like
it and try
OGs.
it.
Yeah, if you want to try anything, go ahead.
Feel free to open anything and try it if you want. There's no THC in there, so you're not going to get put on your ass or anything.
All right. Yeah, because there was a few things at that show that put me on my ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I'm sure.
By the time the show was done, and we'll kind of talk when he's finished with this, we'll talk about it. He was speaking cursive.
Yeah, apparently I was
Yeah.
slurring a little bit.
Yep.
But we're gonna do the little your aha moment. Do a whole
Yes.
video of all of them, put them together, post it, chop it up, and tag everyone for it.
All right, so good. That's just some other stuff that I pulled out of here. We had a classic cart here from Bloom. I don't know if I've ever tried Bloom personally, so interested in checking that out at some point.
You want to open it and show what it looks like, or?
We could. This weird. Everybody's got a weird child lock on their stuff.
But it's also interesting to compare because I think we got a couple ones. I think it'd be nice to compare the type of different vapes they have or the containers.
Right, like I'm pretty sure this is squeeze and pull, and it's not. Oh, I think we got knife. It's taped as well. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I'm always prepared.
These are fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, let's leave that out
Yeah.
in case
You'll
we
probably
need it
need it
again.
again.
But pull. There we go. All right, nice little.
This is the Kick the Itch lotion.
Oh, okay. So this is a.
Do you know
It's a
anything
party
about
pen.
that?
You know what? I know that this is important for a lot. It works for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because you get, like myself, I have seborrheic dermatitis. It's just hereditary, and sometimes you'll just get. It's like a lighter version of eczema, and you're itching it, and if you itch it, it makes it worse. And so people use this. I have some store-bought kind right now. I'm definitely going to try that. That is Kick the Itch lotion, cannabis-infused lotion, handcrafted by...
The name's written better on the back. Yeah.
Yeah, you see why we...
The text is weird too, but yeah, you can read it. It's easier to read from the back.
Yes. F'nConfused.
Right.
F'nConfused lotion.
Yeah.
Your face was the same as both of
Right.
us.
My only real critique is the odd word in the odder text. The odder font made it a little hard to read.
Did you want to go back to
All right,
the
yeah, it kind
all
of
right,
cut you off a
so
little bit with that.
we'll go back to the Bloom. I got it open. This is its own I guess we call these party pens, right? It's a half gram its own little vaporizer deal
Disposable,
here.
right?
Disposable. So that's cool. Bloom was nice to us.
Very.
Yeah.
And they had that really cool rocket.
Yes, they did.
The,
Yes,
the
they
giant
did.
Bloom vape.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was very friendly.
Yeah, she was. She knew what she was doing.
Have you tried Bloom, or do you know anything about it at all, or no?
Great company.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They make a lot of really good stuff.
They were very nice to us.
Yeah.
Cool
Yep.
people.
No, they
Very
were
friendly.
Happy to talk.
They had honestly, that rocket ship thing was cool as fuck though.
And it was just a giant vape that they made like a
Yeah.
rocket.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you see it in the corner? It was like a giant.
did.
Yeah.
All right, next we've got the. This is from Snack Bar. Now I gotta say, did you meet the guy from Snack Bar by chance?
I don't think I
It
did.
was all orange.
The color was it the colorful guy, right?
Yeah, he was pretty much all orange. Everything
right at the
was
door.
like orange and kind
yeah,
of
I
green.
do. I think I vaguely remember him.
Ton of energy in that guy. Loved talking to him. He was really cool. More of a local guy who got into it. I think he said he was from like North Shore-ish kind of the area.
Okay.
But the thing he gave us that he wanted us to talk about was his snack bar, lemon uzu, and this is a 1 gram vape pen. If you want to take a look at that. He was a real cool guy. I'm looking forward to reaching out to him and seeing if we can get him to come talk on the show too.
Awesome.
Yeah. But I'd never heard of Snack Bar before we went to the show. Expo.
And what is this, a vape pen?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Gotcha.
a disposable pen.
So I think in the front, what he had, what he had was there was like a machine that looked like it was like a fountain machine,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
he'll fill up cups.
I was gonna kind of talk
No.
about that. Yeah.
That's
but
two different
people.
Different guy.
Two different people.
Oh, was that somebody else?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
all right,
the,
all right, all
the
right.
fountain vape was Breeze.
Breeze.
Oh, okay,
And it was
all right.
which he
So
was-
that's, I was mistaken.
he
then.
was-
It was a vape pen.
Right. I mean, his energy blew this guy's energy away.
right.
but,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that was their hype man for sure.
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I can tell you that this packaging makes me want to try it.
Open it.
You know?
That's why we're here.
Yeah,
Check the
let's-
swag in the bag.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open it up.
That's what we're all about. While you're opening it up, why don't we go to the next product and then we'll come
Let's
back
try
while
some
it's
other stuff out here. So we also talked to Rove, they were really cool people. They gave us little baggies like this, little Trek bags. All right, so we all got one of those. And then what else did they give us?
They gave us a hat as well.
They did give us a hat.
They gave us a hat. You can see the hat in most of our videos because I put it on right away.
Yep. As soon as they gave me the hat, Mike wanted to wear it.
There we go. They also gave us this. This is the Rove
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cherry Gelato Hybrid. All right, it's calling it a full spectrum, ready to use vaporizer. Let's see how this is packaged. They also have a child lock on this. Let's see. Tear here. Sorry.
That's real childproof over there. I'm watching them over there. Good job to the snack pack.
There we
Use
go.
like a
Making sure
Rambo
that-
knife that you gave me here to open it.
All right, and there's the Rove. Mo, you want to check this one out?
Let's see it.
I shouldn't be handing it to you like that.
Very classy, very
It's
very
all right.
cool design, I'd say.
Let's see. Oh, that
Yeah.
looks really nice.
This is pretty badass.
Yeah.
All right? Take a look at that.
All right. So what makes it like
I like that.
badass like that? Like, 'cause,
Try this.
so I'm not a big like smoker like that, right?
For sure.
And so I don't know too much about like pens or like honestly cannabis, just more or less generally.
You know what? And my wife could probably tell you more about the vapes than I can. You know, that's kind of like her go-to thing. But you know, but I can. The reason why this is cool to me is because it's got it's got like just the right amount of weight to it. I feel like.
balance
So
it
it's
like
really
a
yeah, it's kind of
Perfect
it's comfortable
balance.
in your hand,
Right.
and what's that bubble in there? You know, that's just cool. You
Yeah,
see?
no, I was looking
Isn't
at that
cool?
too. That is kind of cool.
Is it a level too?
It looks like
Is
it's
it a
like a level
multi-purpose?
No,
thing. Or like,
that's just the air.
just a bit of air for it.
Yeah, that's just the.
You
That
could
thought
use it
crossed
as a
my
level
mind.
until you start smoking from it.
Right. Well, I mean, it'd be a very slow level.
We are not condoning getting high and doing home construction.
You might not be. Guy we met in Michigan certainly did.
Oh, he definitely did.
I love how you went into the automatic pose of just taking a hit.
Well, no, I mean,
You didn't even think about it.
if I'm
just
gonna
there.
weigh it and feel it, I mean, here's a problem I have is it's very similar to my Nick stick,
Uh-huh.
so that could be dangerous. Like out and about sometimes. Hopefully, and just like in the rainforest, you got to watch out for the brightly colored ones. Mute colors, probably okay. Bright colors, beware.
Might be poisonous. In this
Yeah.
case, it's not. Just
No, it's just a little caution.
Yes.
You know.
I have to give a shout out to a friend of mine who makes a vape. Her name's Victoria Williams, and she makes Wake and Vape. And hers has got some weight to it too. Very comfortable in your hand, super smooth. Definitely try Wake and Vape.
Oh yeah.
Badass.
I gotta
Vape.
say, snack
Wake
bar,
and
the
vape.
flavor was not bad. Not bad. I got some good.
He's over there. He's dying. He's dying to
completely
try it.
skipped in.
He's dying to try.
Oh,
He didn't get a chance to try it out yet.
I thought he tried it before he tried it.
No.
Thought that was part of his critique.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
It's auto, so just hit that shit. No buttons.
Very good.
Yeah.
Super smooth.
Nice.
Super
Yeah.
smooth. It's got a heavy citrus.
Yeah.
You know it's citrus in there.
Yeah.
There's no denying that.
Definitely can taste it.
Yeah.
Let's let it down. We got a lot more coming.
They're almost making me
hit it
want to
again
try
if
it.
you
Do it
want.
again if you want, or wait for the next one. Next one is.
The next one is we were talking about Rove, how they gave
I
us
like.
that
You
little
like
bag.
how that one looked. I like how this one feels.
Yeah, I really like this one. This one looks pretty cool. We did show it to Mo, but we're gonna give it another look on its way over to Teddy.
There you go. Let us know what you think about that one. If
Look at
you
that
want
guy.
to take a hit out of this one.
All right. I will.
All right.
And you said you like the way this one feels.
yeah.
Right, John?
The grip on it,
The grip,
yeah.
the look,
right? It has got a nice
Yes.
grip to it.
It sure does. Yeah.
That's not going to slide out of your pocket easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What I mean? If Batman smoked vape, that's what he would smoke it out of. I think. I think that's what his disposable vape would look like.
This is auto too, right?
I
don't
assume
know.
so.
We just opened
We
it
just
up.
opened it for the first time. You getting
Yeah.
any smoke from it? Is there?
Cover on it.
Yeah, I don't know if there might be a cover.
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at that. It's just like this one over here.
All the magnet ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it pulls.
yeah.
It's a cartridge pulls out just like this guy. It's interesting.
Yeah, and it kind of vibrates when you put it back in too.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool.
Let you know you got battery, I guess. I'm sure there's directions on the.
Still
Where's the
haven't figured out
box?
how to use.
Where's the box? I'm sure the box tells you how to turn it on. Next to you, we're here.
Let me see it.
All right. So as we wait.
So
for
something to
people
keep in
read.
mind,
It
if
doesn't
you're
say
making
anything about how to
vapes,
use it. It just
you're gonna
gives you
be-
the warnings.
yeah,
Directions.
Is it,
5-second inhale through mouthpiece.
Oh, 5
There you
seconds.
go. 5-second inhale.
5-second hill.
Okay.
Oh,
No directions.
What's
Where-
wrong?
where is the mouthpiece?
Is it
This side is the
that it-
charge,
right?
and this side,
Is that not?
Got a cover on it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
ah,
it
it's
does
got a
have cover on it.
cover on it. There we go.
You got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. More child safety.
Ted's showing us that these are good for adults and not for kids.
I mean, this is where critical thinking skills come in handy.
That's
What do you
good.
think?
Yeah?
Very good.
Let's
Yeah.
see what do we got here. Give it a.
Let me see. There we go.
Yeah.
And
I'm
this
glad you
was
came
the
for the swag in the bag episode.
Yes, I do.
cherry gelato.
See, Joe's
yeah.
gonna be the only one with
That's,
critical thinking skills after all of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can already feel mine going away. You know?
Yeah. I mean, Teddy's about halfway back into the expo, I think. I mean,
He's remembering it.
I don't. Can we get a closer shot of this, Mo? I'm not trying to dog Teddy, really, but I just want everybody to see how. You know, I don't know if it was glued on or something.
I think the first initial pull off was probably on there a little bit more.
I'm just not getting the.
The same resistance.
Yeah, I'm just not getting it. Like how, oh look, this whole thing came out. Like, I don't know. I'm just, must have been something sticky to hold it in there for the first time. Like a safety seal.
He's not as experienced as you are, Mike.
A fourth level. To know that your product hasn't been opened yet. Right? Okay, so let's do this hit. Was that 5 seconds?
That was a good hit.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So don't compare them. Let's wait till the end where you guys
Gotcha.
get to. Just remember, there's a couple more, so maybe baby hits if you guys want. Sandbag it a little. We do have to. We do want to hear about you after this episode.
Right. I don't know where we're at here, but I'm gonna try and start moving. I'm gonna try and start moving a little faster here. We got from Kana. These guys were really cool to talk to. I don't know if you talked to them, but they've got these fast acting. Take one, feel the effects in 15 minutes. I'm gonna take a look at that one. I'm just gonna start tossing them to you.
Do you like taking edibles?
You know what? I would say that's probably my go-to because my insomnia or my sleep one is an edible. It's a gummy. So that's probably like my go-to is an edible. And a big part of it of me choosing an edible too is the taste. Like they taste good. Like I can eat those even if they weren't infused.
Right.
The OGs. Yeah. The fast acting is really cool.
You can take one if you like, but remember, we do have to talk about you
Yes.
next episode. I give you a little disclaimer warning. Just because you're speaking cursive doesn't mean I will be.
So you can use these at those wine events, or not the wine events, but those, I was going to say wine and drawing or painting events that the ladies go to.
Right.
I know what you're talking about. Like paint and sip type
paint
deal.
and sip type deal, because you can give this to someone.
I saw paint and puff before.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
that would be-
And this is going to hit you right away, 15 minutes.
Rather than the 45 to an hour, and then, hey, I'm out of here, and now it's...
Yeah.
Give me back in the paint. Give me some paints again.
As a matter of fact, I know in an infuser, and the product that makes it fast acting is also very natural. Okay, and it's just they're changing like compounds. I spoke to her about the process, and she said that she went to a yoga event that they sponsored, and the yoga instructor said, well, how could you make this work? Because it's going to take so long for that to work. And she was like, not my stuff. It's going to hit them right away. And it does. So that is the Zuka is the name of the fast acting ingredient in here.
Okay.
And it does really work. It hits you right away.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on, we had Connect Wellness. Gave us this. I actually have no idea what's inside of this one. I can feel it.
Open it.
It feels gummy-esque, but it's very, very small. I want to say
Did you
that.
try one of those there?
Which one is this? One of these?
Let me see.
Oh,
Let me see.
I may have.
I saw your face when he said it and he was feeling it. Like, you had that look of, I remember that.
Getting a callback.
I may have.
I saw the flashback face.
Mental callback.
I wish we could see the little, the dream cloud above his head. Cloud of smoke.
Hear the harp music.
Have you tried it that day?
I did not.
No.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I should probably wait because, yeah.
Yes. Feel free. Next episode,
Okay.
you can eat what you want as we're going, but if they're kicking in, maybe you want to wait.
Right.
Right. That doesn't say fast or slow acting on it. I don't know what we got out of that one. All right. So next we had Doc C. Now, I don't think we actually spoke to Doc C because the guy we spoke to said he wasn't Doc C. But he was a big part of it. He seemed like a big part of at least the group that they had over there. And
We also had a chance to meet him at the award show.
we didn't actually get to meet him.
But
We
everybody
got
saw
to see him perform.
We saw him perform.
Well, we saw him fall. He had a good time. He
had a
good
great time.
He was having a good time. Yeah.
Which time are you talking about, though? On the stage or through like
first time.
or
Right,
was it
or
through-
after-
or
at the-
after the stage going down the stairs,
right.
Or was it when they were doing the photo shoot? And he knocked
Right.
down the whole.
We knocked down the photo back.
That was something, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing came crashing down. It was good.
Do you want to show
He was
that?
a great
It
performer.
was fun. So this is from them. And I remember he had a very distinctive aha moment. I was like, "So what got you into this?" And he said, "My divorce."
Yeah.
And,
I guess she had gotten everything or something. And he's like, "So I was all depressed and whatever." And
then his director of marketing was sitting there looking at me, and she goes, "What podcast are you guys? I'm gonna write this down." I'm like,
he even asked, like, "Who's gonna see this?" I'm like, "Well, whoever watches the show or listens to it." But
it was like one of those ones, when the marketing people hear, like, "Yeah, that shouldn't have been said."
Yeah.
yeah. So he was like, basically, somebody had approached him, like he was a candy maker. And he's like, "Look, you make great candy. What if we just put some THC in the candy and see if people like it?" And I guess that's where a lot of their product kind of came from. But yeah, they were, cool operation. They like to talk to us. Here we go with hijinks.
Hijinks.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We know that one.
Teddy's ears perked up.
Yeah.
Let's just have him review this one.
Yeah,
for us.
you take it for us.
Take it.
Take it.
Take it, run with it. Go for it, Teddy.
Show him the percolator.
Save me a minute.
Space Chunks is what I'm holding here. Okay, this is one of the number one products in Illinois. Is Space Chunks. This product is going. It's number one. Okay, there's a chart. You have to pay a little bit in order to have access to the data, but I know someone who has access to the data, and Space Chunks is number one. You definitely want to try these. Okay, this one is an RSO one too. Okay,
What's that mean?
so RSO is Rick Simpson oil, and it's called Rick Simpson oil.
Okay.
Okay, and it's a high potency form of cannabis
Okay.
that Rick Simpson discovered, and cancer patients, for example, okay, if you have pain, or even if you have like I've heard that people have taken it for really bad colds. I just talked to someone very high up in the cannabis industry that told me that she was, very sick from just a virus, and she took it, and she took RSO. So if you do have aches and pains, RSO, try it, give it a shot, okay? And Space Chunks has got a lot of different flavors as well, and they have some non-RSO as well. So if you didn't want to take some RSO, Space Chunks, but this is fire. This is fire.
No,
Yeah.
that's a
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
blaring recommendation right there.
Yep.
Fire. All right, here we had a. Now I actually have tried these guys before. This is Wild. They're gummies. I believe you get one giant gummy in
Yes.
these packages.
Is it just one large gummy in
I'm
there?
pretty sure this is one gummy. Yeah,
Do
that's
you
what it
just like,
says.
how the fuck do you eat it? You just
There you go.
take bites out of it, or?
No, I
No,
mean
it's for
this
this
is a big
event.
package.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Butterfingers.
Oh, yeah.
So Mo dropped it. If you were wondering what just happened, why that paused.
Well, there's
Yeah,
cameras.
he's got all
Have
kinds.
you ever tried this one for your sleep at all?
I haven't, but I really like this company, Wild.
Okay.
Yeah, small company, great people. Okay, and usually I find that leads to like a really good product. It's coming from someone who has it in their heart, that they want to do something really, really good. Not just to make money. They like what they're doing.
Right.
I can tell you that That's Wendy from Space Chunks. That's OGs. And, you know, I met this guy. I believe he's one of those people.
Okay.
Wild is a pretty good brand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were cool people, and you know, I gotta say, I like, you know, in the past when I've gotten the product, I've liked it too. You know, good taste. You know, now I stopped kind of advertising this, but I don't really take edibles too often, just because I don't really feel like they work on me for whatever reason. But you know, in times that I've tried, that's one of the ones that I tried, and I liked it, at least taste wise. All right, next we had, and I don't even, you're going to be so mad I don't remember how to say this name. We had...
they were super nice and friendly.
Right, very nice, friendly people. Grown?
Grown. I think it's grown.
Grown. Is it Gron?
Yes.
It's
Yeah, but that's like
Gron,
the,
but it's got the...
Yeah. Oh, that's
the
it's
dashes on
Swedish.
top?
Right.
Yeah.
So friendly and
You know,
nice. I
yeah.
mean, we had a great
Uh-huh.
conversation with them. Multiple people actually sat there and wanted to talk to them. Usually we got one person from each booth. There, multiple people talked to Mike about what their aha moment was.
Yeah, they all wanted to, they, you know, not...
Super friendly.
Right.
It was a
Awesome.
great little,
Yeah.
tight little family knit thing. It felt like they all got along with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to trying those.
Yeah, so they gave us all three of the flavors that they were displaying there at the expo.
Yep.
Here you go, Mo.
I don't know if you're gonna.
Right, no, I'm just going to hand them
sure.
over here.
Right.
It's three of them,
Perfect.
and you got your hands full.
Oh, very nice packaging too. Yeah.
Were those pens or gummies?
Those are gummies.
Gummies.
Those are gummies.
You know what?
Or
Pen-
quite-
Looking
excited for
forward
you, yeah.
to trying these
Baby.
fruity gummy
I don't
spheres.
remember. Ooh, this one?
I don't know.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. Okay,
it
next
might
we
be.
had, oh man, I forget the name of this company and I can't read this thing. We may have to look at the thing, but these guys had a biodegradable grinder. It's a
Yeah.
grinder made out of, I think he said a hemp
Yep.
sort of like plastic resin
Uh-huh.
that is
Wanna see
100% biodegradable. When you kind of feel it, it almost has that like cardboard papery
Right
feel,
on.
but
I feel it.
Right.
I felt it right away.
yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean,
It
we
is.
need this. You know, we need this. The plastics. You know,
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah, something like
So-
this that would, is biodegradable, and there's no, like, I mean, I call it a plastic because, it's like hard or whatever, but, like the guy told me, it's not plastic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
made out of, it's 100% plant-based, and they were just able to fuse it together to where it was that hard that you can grind
Yes.
up your weed.
I 100% recommend getting one of these as a grinder. Okay, you do not want to use a plastic one. Okay, we already know that plastic is flaking off. Okay, into microscopic levels, and so you're gonna smoke that, and that's how it's getting into the blood. And so we still don't know the effects of that yet. This is good. This is really cool.
So we'll leave
Yeah.
it. It'll be joining our table with the plastic and the metal one.
You're right.
Let people choose.
Right.
But the Death Star's not going anywhere.
No.
Yeah,
No,
no, I
Death
don't care if
Star's
people
cool
don't
as
use
fuck.
it. The
It's
Death Star
awesome.
stays.
Oh yeah.
Death Star grinder.
Yep.
All right, next we have, let's go pull something out
There
here.
really was a lot of stuff in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, no,
There sure
they were
was.
very,
That's why I said 2 episodes. We could just do one episode of everything in here.
Right, they were very generous. This is a cartridge. There we go. Okay, there we said half gram strawberry cough. Now I remember strawberry cough as a flower from a few years, like my college days, and I remember that was a good time. It looks like it's possibly a sativa. I'm trying to find the name of the company here again. Joe, you want to help me out with that one? And while Joe's doing that, we had another one. This is from Good Vibes, and this is through that same Doc C
Ivy
group
Hall.
of people.
What
What was it called?
Ivy Hall brought it there.
Ivy Hall. So I'm sure they were nice people. Everybody there was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, except for one who, when I asked if he wanted to talk,
Atraxia LLC from Ivy Hall.
he's like, yeah, 20 minutes. I was like, all right, guys, we're done. Let's go. So
Oh, nice catch.
You wanna?
You know, if you were an
Zoom in.
exhibitor at the thing and you're like, hey, how
Oh,
come you
let me
guys
see it.
didn't talk to me, or I didn't see my interview?
Ivy
That's why.
Hall. Yes, that's a great guy. Very cool guy. You guys met him?
Mike did, I believe.
Did
Yes.
I believe you did.
I don't remember.
That was that the 20-minute guy or was it the 20-minute guy? I hope.
I hope not. I mean, I want to say this was a vendor that was like next to the bathrooms.
No,
Oh, no,
I
it
don't
wasn't
think.
him.
I don't think
Yes,
that
I
was.
saw
that was
him.
him.
Yeah.
I don't think that
But
was
they
him.
had a big
okay,
setup.
yeah.
They had like five. Seemed like they had like 5 workers there, and I went up to the 2 that looked like they were workers, like just
Yeah.
shooting the shit with each other.
Yeah.
I was, hey, would any of you guys like to do a quick little, interview for the podcast? And I was like, yeah, give me 20 minutes. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I figured that was his way of telling me to fuck off. So I did.
Yeah, I met the Ivy Hall guy. Great guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was him though.
I think they
Yeah.
have a dispensary, as a matter of
Multiple.
fact. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow! All right, so this one from Good Vibes is a Rainbow Sherbet Hybrid. Again, this is a disposable vape.
Nice.
Seems to kind of be the theme of the expo there.
Have you ever tried that one?
I have not.
No.
Try it if you like.
Yeah.
Oh, this is another Doc C.
Right.
That's what the swag in the bag day is all about.
I don't know what's gonna come out next. It's not like I'm good at planning this. Oh, but these guys were pretty cool. Metric.
Yeah.
Metric was a good group. I forget the guy's name. Was it Chad? I don't know. Somebody I met name was Chad, so it's not mean to say that name. But they gave us this. I think this is like a screen holder.
So
It's
yeah,
a-
you put this side down, and then hold your phone. It holds your phone up there like that. And then the bottom part of it cleans glasses and like camera lenses and that
wow.
part's a whole fiber.
Why wouldn't you keep it like that then, huh?
Well, I mean they have it the other way. That's how it was before. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then right there, Joe's styling it right now.
we got some blue
It's
blockers.
some blue light blockers right there.
Is that from Metric
Yep.
too?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Yeah, Metric
No, it's
had
really cool over there.
blue light blocking glasses and the
Or
thing.
the filters for it, yeah.
I don't see any much of a difference here.
No, you don't see any difference.
Oh,
It
no,
just,
no, I do.
You don't see
It
much of
dulls
a
it a little
difference.
bit.
It just
It's
it dulls a little bit of the
little-
blues out.
Right. I'd say
You know,
it's a
that's
little.
all it is.
It's a little sharper. Everything
Right.
gets a little sharper.
It's good for like computer screens and like
It is
phones
sharper.
and,
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like it helps take
Yeah.
out a lot of like the blue light. Like so, blue light is supposed to be like a thing that keeps you awake usually at night, and like it's in all types of screens.
Okay.
And this helps kind of filter that stuff out.
cool.
It's really good if like you're doing computer
That's
work or
fantastic.
like you're on your phone
Yeah.
a lot. It helps out a lot with that, and it has a nice case with it too.
Yeah, we had the Metric training today for transporters. They are the new company that the state is going with for tracking of products. So they're going to do the RFID tags on the bins, on the black and yellows, and they're going to be our new company. And so I saw that. I was on the webinar this morning, and they're pretty thorough, you know.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a lot more than what we did have. I used to just drop off in I would communicate with my customer that when I'm coming, and then we would plan out our routes and and say this is how we're going to get there to all these 3 places, etc. But I never had to input it into a computer system for the state, and so now you do. I think that's a lot better. That's going to be data that you can kind of print out and and keep for your files versus having to kind of create your own tracking and so forth there, which is so this is because they're not doing it. Now we have that. That's fantastic.
And
Yeah.
Right.
I never expected a company like that to be at an event like that and be so friendly
Yeah.
and interactive. So that was really caught me off guard
Awesome.
because it was like really nice to see him. And I've worked with Metric personally before.
Okay.
When I was doing with the
Yeah.
facilities. So I'm familiar with them. I know how they work. I understand the system. I've had access. I did admin stuff for it before. Like I was overseeing people for it. So I get how the system works. But to see them at that event, to be involved with people now to the state, I thought that was a great touch of them. I
Yeah.
thought that was really nice to be at an event like that, to introduce themselves to all the other vendors, because they weren't there for the
100%.
people there. They were there for the vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were
Yeah.
a few vendors that seemed like they were there for the vendors. The first guy we talked to, who, he might be on the video. He never actually had a moment. Remember, he wasn't really sure, and he wasn't getting a lot of traction at his table anyway. I think he was mostly there for vendors. He had some sort of tech for them. And I don't think he was. He didn't have any.
No.
I'm not saying badass swag, but he didn't. Or he would have. The reason we remembered him was because we even went back to him. And he was like, "I still got nothing." All right, guy, no worries. So the next one we're gonna do is Ozone. Ozone gave us a little packed one-hitter chillum.
I thought that was a great idea.
That-
That reminded me
that-
back
that
in the day
really
in
was.
high school when you go to the head shop and if you bought a bowl, it came packed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember, like up there on the north side in like the Lincoln Park area?
Ziggy's?
Was that it?
I don't remember. That never did that for me.
I tried.
Well, you look like a cop.
Yeah, that's true.
I tried a hit from it earlier.
I got
Like
through all the
yesterday.
liquor stores though. I
And-
had no
and
problem
just a
using the
little bit of
fake,
it,
except for those times it all
it
got
just
taken.
put me on my ass. I mean, I'm not a good. I don't really smoke often, so I'm not gonna say like, I can handle it normally. But goddamn,
That's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
it really is, right?
That's cool.
Very.
Great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see how good the bud is inside.
Because of
you
how-
know?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you get it's like you get that nice little because a lot of them had the magnifying glasses over some bud samples,
Right.
right? So you could see
yeah.
well. And this is sort of like here you looked at it now.
You get to try it.
Here's a little chillum where you can try it when you
Because
feel like it.
Galaxy Labs did that as well as Legacy with them, like the magnifying glasses, right?
Yeah.
We had a great conversation with Galaxy. They're
Yeah, Galaxy
great
was
group.
a real cool group of
Great
people.
group of people. We're looking forward to talking to them.
Yeah.
more in the future.
Awesome.
I don't
Awesome.
even remember if we actually asked them for anything
did. We had such a great
I had such a
conversation with
good
them.
conversation.
We asked for his business card.
Okay, yeah, no, we got contact info, which is great, and they know that they're gonna want.
But I
want
wanted to shout them out because we actually never asked them if they wanted to put something on it. So we'll
Yeah.
just shout them out to showcase.
Yeah.
Like, they were an amazing group. We enjoyed talking to them,
Yeah.
and we're looking forward to talking to them more in the future.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely, because they definitely had some cool stuff there. They had some cool samples right there, like some vape samples that you could hit right there at their table. But we forgot to, had such a good time talking. To
Yeah.
them. I say, hey, do you want to add anything to the Spotlight post show? But then it was even something that took me a while to even kind of warm up. It was our first press event.
Yes.
Right.
It really
It was the first time we got press passes as media to an event.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Right. When
that's
we went
awesome.
Best in Grass,
Yeah.
we bought tickets
Yep.
or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So next, and
Our final, right?
right, this is. I think this might be our final. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great way to end it, too.
Right, and this is
other than
kinda-
the shirt, right? Or did you get? Did we show? Oh yeah, we spoke
we
about
showed-
it.
Yeah, we
spoke
talked about the shirt. Now this is this was a Verano brand, and the guy at this part of their table, they had a 3-part kind of vendor area. At first, when I told him who we were, I thought he heard us and
Yeah.
just didn't really care, right? But now their brand here is called F'nHang, right? So when things kind of like quieted down a little bit, like I think he was right next to the we were right next to the speaker right there or something.
Yeah.
So I said it again. I'm like, hey man, we're from the F'nAround podcast. He's like, no way. Like, I was like, he definitely didn't hear me the first time. So we had a good time talking to that guy. F'nHang gummies on the F'nAround podcast. I definitely think this is something we're gonna want to do. Maybe talk to them more about, see if they want to do some more.
Do
'Cause I
the
could
Golden Mic
definitely-
Challenge, see if they can get Mike to hang.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Maybe we can even hang this, effing hanging with the sun, something like that. I don't know, but here, Teddy, you want to take a look
Yes,
at that?
sir.
And I did think they gave us
Nice
more
fat
samples.
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they gave us, because they had 3 different kinds, but I thought they gave us one of each, but they must not have.
And now that we're coming to the end of it, I will say, though, my favorite presentation, of course, was Breeze.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
The Breeze.
Another one that we forgot
setting
to
this up.
ask.
Well, we didn't
for.
ask because how they set it up was they did the tapper. Did you see the tapper?
I did see the tapper.
Right when you walked
I did
in.
see, yes.
It took me a while to realize that they had smoke coming out of
Yes.
that thing because I
And they
thought
do
it was drinks and I wasn't really.
Yeah,
you know,
But they do it for parties.
right. So I made a joke about, hey man, can I rent this for my next party? He's like, absolutely. The guy, he's not here. He's like, I swear, every time somebody asks about renting, I'm like, I was joking. Are you for real? I thought this was like an expo gimmick. He's like, no, man. He's like, absolutely, rent it for your party, for your wedding receptions and stuff. And I was like, oh,
That's so cool.
You know,
It was absolutely amazing.
yeah. And the guy was just full of life, full of energy, loved life, loved his job. He ended up, so in a lot of people that we asked the aha question to,
Yeah.
a lot of them answered, well, I was a kid and I was, I tried my, a stash of somebody's, right?
Yeah.
So I started talking to some of the vendors and it started seeming like the age just kept dropping, right? And at one vendor had hit the bottom. He was 12 years old when he had what he called his aha moment, right? Well, when we got to the Breeze hype man,
Yeah.
9.
Yep.
9.
I kept wanting to call him Mr. Sunshine because he was like,
Yeah, I mean, this guy
he
was
reminded me of Dayman from It's Always Sunny with the bright suit.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did. Yes, he
yeah,
did.
I mean, he almost reminded me of. Do you remember the old commercials with the guy with the question mark or the money all over his suit, like
Right.
screaming about all the tax loopholes that he found? Like that's the energy this dude had, and just all about his product, all about what they had.
Oh, man, that's
you knew
badass.
he liked it,
Yeah.
and he was, was pubbing something that he believed in.
Yeah.
So
that's
that was
badass.
fun.
So
That's badass.
That was my favorite booth, and I guess it was Mike's too.
Dude, that was an awesome fucking booth.
Are you able to say a favorite booth being in the industry, or did you have a favorite booth, or did you forget the favorite booth?
I had, if I could name a couple.
Yeah, give us your Mount
okay.
Rushmore from the expo. How's that?
Mount Rushmore from the expo.
Wait,
Okay.
We got to throw in the baby vapes too. Those were really.
Whose were those?
Do you remember the baby vapes? They were like the size of your thumb.
Tiny, tiny little.
What color were they?
They had multiple colors, but none
Right
of them.
next
They were
to
all
Groen.
empty.
Groen.
Right next to
I
Groen.
missed it. Yeah.
I don't know. When we do the break, we'll look at the guide and see
Cool,
if we
cool,
can
cool.
remember who it was.
Cool.
Because I think there's a map on that thing, and we'll be able to check who they were.
You know what? I'm gonna say. I have to say OGs. Okay.
Oh, geez.
I have to say.
Of
yeah,
course, because
yeah,
they take good care of you.
Yeah. Yep. I have to say, Space Chunks.
Okay.
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 Nice.
All right. And
We're talking expo performance, right?
Expo. Yes.
Right.
And I'm gonna have to say, Wake and Vape. They had a awesome presentation. She was actually Victoria was on stage with me at the event, but I don't know if you saw them. Their whole team had on the same color as
We
the
saw
vape.
her on the way
Yeah.
in, and we went.
Yeah.
To, remember,
Yes.
we
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
hi to her on the.
Yep.
She was
Right,
going
for a
out.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think she went and took a break for a while. Went to
Yeah.
the meeting, came back. When we were in there, she wasn't back by the time we left. Otherwise, we
Right,
would have asked her
yeah.
the question too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a long day for the vendors.
Yeah.
12 to 10 is a long period.
It
of time.
really
Noon to
is.
10
Yeah.
p.m.
But
Long day to be a vendor.
doing good.
Huh?
How are we
Oh
doing?
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
we're over it now.
So my thought is, just if you guys are okay with it, just so you know, the reason we wanted Ted here today is because Ted was one of the keynote speakers and he was up there on the panel.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it has a lot to do with you and your personal business. So I figured the best way to loop into the next episode is to say thank you for effing around with this. And we'll start the next episode on his keynote speaking and kind of talk about Ted personally and get into it because this episode was about the expo and swag in the bag.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. This is us bullshitting basically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No excuses, all assholes.
Yup.
Mo, take us out.
So this has been a Timeless Soul production. Thank you everybody for joining us at F'nAround at the Clover Club with Mo, Mike, Joe, and awful. I had it too. I had it in my head.
I think we make a new rule.
Dude, I'm so
Every
bad.
time Mo fucks something
Is it
up, he's
Garrett?
got to take a hit of something.
Garrett? No.
Garrett.
Brett. Fuck, man. I'm so
He's
bad.
better off Ted.
Ted.
And I mean,
Ted.
like, yeah.
Ted, do you have anyone
Dude,
you want to
so
shout
bad.
out?
Why am I awful with names?
want to give a shout out to Moetta's Transport, It's our transportation company.
Okay.
And and out OGs, Space Trunks, and Wake and Vape.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And we always got to shout out Little Joe's and Shot Beverages.
And
Shot beverages.
Yep.
Little Joe's. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
your
everybody,
support.
for joining
Thank you for
us.
your support and keeping us
Mike,
hydrated.
I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mo. I meant for you to say the.
No, we're just gonna fucking go. Shut up.
No. I'm saying. Thank you for finding out, right?
Oh,
Or come find out, and then
Right.
have a good
This
night.
is F''n''Around, and you just found
you
out
just
what was
found-
in the
yeah,
swag
exactly.
bag.
What the fuck?
How's that sound?
yeah.
All right, we're out.
Sounds good. They're supposed to be lower.